YouTube, burası Bahu TV. Ben Bahadır ve yeniden Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns'a devam ediyoruz kaldığımız yerden. Teşekkür ederim geldiğiniz için beni izlemeye. Okay.
I'm kind of getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a
takıl.
I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean
Film
it's
izle
not
diyor.
junk. You know what they...
Tamam, film izleyelim. Magic miydi bu kız? Magic'ti galiba değil mi? Yok,
I know
Nico.
this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Ne hissettiğini biliyorum diyor yani. Ben de anamın kötü birisi olduğunu 15'imde öğrendim diyor. Ah kızım ah. Çok kötüymüş ya.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward,
Okay.
right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom.
Evet.
You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about her crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies.
Filmi izlemedik.
It's solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again?
Bir daha yapar mıyız bunu? Ha, yaparız. Hangi? Yani glowing şeydi herhalde. Neydi o? Public Enemy.
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything.
Rüyalar gördüm.
Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
About the Staff of One ne ya? Staff of One ne?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Bakayım recording alınıyor mu diye hemen aşırı derecede merak ettim. Tamam, recording alınıyormuş. Nasıl çalışıyor senin Staff of One'ın o zaman?
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
Diyor ki yani benim gücüm şu diyor aslında. Bir şey istiyorum. Bir dilek diliyorum. Ama dilediğim dileği her seferinde yani aynı dilemiyorum. Mesela bir arabam olsun. Bu dileği bir daha söyleyemiyorum yani. Başka bir şekilde söylemesi lazım. Galiba anladığım kadarıyla. Ya da bir arabam olsun diyor. Bu dilek bitti artık. Bu dilek hakkı bitti. Ondan sonra şey diyebilir işte. Bir uçağım olsun. Uçak da bitti. Bir uzay mekiğim olsun. O öyle anladım yani. zaman kaçanlar hakkında sana bir soru sorabilir miyim?
I had some questions about your old team.
Senin eski takımın.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Nasıl bir takım oldunuz?
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
And what did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the six of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Bu Runaway'ler kimlerdendi peki?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse,
Chase, Molly,
Carolina, the solar power
Carolina,
Gert had a telepathic link
ve
to
Gert.
Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And
Ve
Alex,
Alex.
Well, we don't talk about Alex.
Alex hakkında konuşmuyoruz. Allah Allah. Bugün neredeler peki bunlar?
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it.
Gert ölmüş.
After Gert passed, Chase and
Gert
I had a
öldükten sonra.
falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Alex bizim ebeveynlerimizle birlikte öldü. Bizim tarafımızı seçmedi diyor. Tamam ya, ben gidiyorum.
I should get going.
Ben gidiyorum. Ben bir yatayım.
Good timing. Looks like caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed.
Caretaker
Time
seninle
flies when
konuşmak
you're hanging
istiyor.
out.
Caretaker.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
Konuşalım caretaker'cığım.
Looks
Anam,
like you're
üvey
finding
anam.
your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
Eski günler gerçekten iyi miydi?
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
I'm sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know,
Agatha
Agatha.
ölmüş.
she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Bu bütün şeyleri nasıl taşıyorsun ya? Sırtında.
The loss could not have been easy for you.
Thank you for that, but it's not just my loss. It's all of ours. And what makes this loss even harder to accept is that it was completely avoidable. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff.
Wanda öldürmüş Agatha'yı.
The Midnight Suns' latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them.
Agatha
I tried to caution her.
Wanda'nın güçlerini kontrol etmeye çalışmış. Yani onu öğretmeye çalışmış ama bir kaza olmuş. Ama o kazada da Agatha ölmüş. Bir şekilde çak diye yanmış yani, gitmiş.
But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away to the Sanctum Sanctorum to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
İyi yapmışsın ya.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire abbey.
I like to believe that, especially given her current situation. Wanda, Agatha, it seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds.
Wanda'ya bir şeyler oldu abi.
A way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Agatha'nın mezarına bir git diyor istersen. Evet, şey diye işte, kötü iyi diye zımbırtılarımız var işte. Yani. Peki Charlie, Charlie bizi bir yere götürecek. Götür Charlie'cim. Heh. Aynen, ben buraya kadar yapmıştım işte o oyunu. Buradan biraz daha sonrasına kadar. Beş dakika daha sonrasına kadar oynamıştım oyunu yani. Agatha geldi.
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with
İlk
the
mi?
spirits, of course.
Hayaletlerle
Is this a trick of
ilişki
some
kuran.
kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Sen
Always
ölmüşsün ya.
straight to the heart of things.
Ölmüşsün.
That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride, even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I
Beni
think
şurada
we
bekle
can
diyor
safely
da.
lift the veil on a few more of our secrets.
Bekleyeyim, tamam.
What's the worst that can happen?
Kötü ne olabilir ki diyor yani. Ha, bilemeyeceğim ama sen de hayaletsin ya. Hadi girelim bakalım.
Is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Kan kapısı burası ve bir tek sen girebilirsin buraya.
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Whoa.
Bir bakalım. Girelim ya. Hadi gir bakalım. Ne vardı ki burada? Hiç hatırlamıyorum ha. Hayır, ben hatırlamıyorum burada ne olduğunu. Puzzle'lar falan mı var diye. Ben burayı yapmıştım, sonra bırakmıştım yani oyunu. Videolarını çekeceğim diye bırakmıştım yani o yüzden. Burada fight vardı galiba.
There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The elder gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire
Sınavlar var
exists
burada.
for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
Peki.
Yes,
Bu
but I
sınavı
may have
alalım mı
found
bu?
a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Köpeğimizi çağırıyoruz. Charlie.
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Hadi bakalım. Teke tek.
As the goddess
Hepsini
of
öldür
balance,
diyor.
Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Bunların hepsi tek şeylik ya. Quick diyelim o zaman abi.
You were too weak for this fight.
Başka quick'imiz var mı?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Ona vurdur. Tamam. Çat. Hadi köyüne dön.
Your mother abandoned.
Bir tane daha var. Vur abi, böyle vur. Köpeğimize zeval gelmesin çünkü.
Feel my
Tamam. Köpek. Yok ya, bir şey yok, tamam. Burada bitsin.
going to get you for this.
Compared
Peki.
to our girl, these hell
Şöyle bir şey yapacağım. Video capture bu. Niye şey yapamıyorum? Allah Allah. Neyse. Kalsın bakalım öyle. Quick. Bir tane quick'im var burada. Quick bu abi öldüreyim. Hadi bağır bakalım. Hoppa.
I'm impressed. They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Bunu da öldür abi.
Now that was something.
Good girl,
Köpeğimle hepsini.
Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Bitti, bu sınavı da geçtik yani. Bu sınavı da geçtik. Oo. Boom. O zaman bu bölümde bu kadardı YouTube. Teşekkür ederim izlediğiniz için. Burası Bahu TV'di. Size Marvel Midnight Suns'ın bir bölümünü daha göstermiş oldum. Ben Bahadır. Bir dahaki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Çok teşekkür ediyorum. İyi günler diliyorum. Bay bay.